Hi guys, thanks for having me. So we've got a number of businesses in the group, but I'll focus on Luxury Escapes, which is our travel business and probably our most high-profile business. So I'll just go through some really key points and some of the stuff we think we do pretty well. We founded Luxury Escapes in 2013, so it spun out of what was called Aussie Commerce back then, now Lux Group, and we've grown the business pretty substantially in the last 3.5 years. So essentially we do three key things, and what we do probably best and our secret sauce is the content we have on our site. And we think our content is literally the best travel content globally, and that includes the big players like Booking.com and Expedia. One other thing that we really differentiate ourselves with is outstanding customer service, and that sort of harks back to our personalised approach to how we deal with our customers and how we deal with our people. In conjunction, we have literally the best value packages globally and also have a really complete suite of offerings. As Patrick said yesterday, if any e-com, any business in general has a problem to solve, and if you're not solving a problem, you're not doing much. And if anything, with a marketplace or a curated marketplace, there's two problems to solve. There's a vendor problem and there's a customer problem. So I'll talk about it one by one and how we solve these problems for our customers and vendors. So for our vendors are hotel owners, essentially. And to think about how a hotel owner operates is a little bit different because most people think of hotels in terms of brands. So you're talking Starwood or Accor or Grant or Hyatt. But really hotels are owned by people, by owners, and these are owners trying to maximise their returns. The problem that owners face is the hotel industry has largely become commoditised through two major players being Booking.com and Expedia. Booking.com is $100 billion US business, Expedia about $20 billion. These guys now dominate content, and now the actual sellers of content make more than the owners of content in the hotel industry. So hotel owners face themselves somewhat of a predicament that it's quite hard to move incremental stock. This is where we come into it, and that 91% stat is probably our most critical stat. That is, 91% of our customers weren't planning on going to the hotel they booked until we told them about it. Just thinking about that for a moment, how we compare to a Booking.com is Booking.com to a great extent cannibalise demand. So let's say you're going to Phuket and you type in JW Marriott and up comes JW Marriott's website and up comes Booking.com. And you go, oh, I've used Booking.com before and they give me rewards points, so I'm going to book with Booking.com, which is great for you as a customer because you've had that great experience. But for a hotel, they've just lost 17% of their revenue and really got nothing out of it because the customer is looking at the hotel anyway and probably typed in the hotel long tail keyword. So for a hotel to drive demand is really hard. So traditionally, the only way that a hotel can drive demand is by lowering prices. The problem is when you lower prices across the board because OTAs generally demand parity. So you lower your price on Booking.com, all the other OTAs want their prices lowered as well. So it's really hard to drive incremental profitability because if you try and drive incremental revenue, suddenly you get smashed at margin level. That's where we come into it. Because we offer a flash sale, we don't cannibalise existing demand. So we'll sell a specific product for a specific period of time, often 7 to 10 days, and we tend to not cannibalise demand in any way, or as you say, 9%, but that's a blended number. So for a hotel owner, we're one of the only ways a hotel can actually generate incremental profit over the short to medium term. So I think we solve a pretty good problem for hotels, and we've seen that in 95% of our hotels re-engage with us multiple times. Then you've got the customer problem, and no doubt everybody here travels, and when you're trying to book a holiday, it's actually pretty difficult. You can go to an OTA and you see 50,000 hotels on there, pretty much stock standard feed content with no curation at all. You can go to a flight centre or a travel agent, chances are you get a brochure with a tiny little photo and some biased advice from a travel agent who's getting paid a high commission based on the product they sell. The difference between us and those channels is we genuinely try and curate for the customer. So I'll try and pick the best hotels and the best tours and the best resorts for a particular destination, and we also won't cannibalise specific destinations on the site at once. So we tend to have about 20 to 30 products on the site at one time, and we've chosen those products specifically. And moreover, we've visited the hotel, we've often filmed them, blogged about it, and it can actually give a Luxury Escape seal of approval to a product we work with. That leads us to having a really good customer base that's super discerning on what they want. If you look at the demographics, which you can see there, the most surprising is 28% have a postgraduate degree, which is, to me, is a super high percentage. I'm not sure what the percentage of postgrad degrees are, but it couldn't be higher than 10%. So our customer base is incredibly educated, high earning, and a great demographic. And that where that translates to is our hotels love it. So not only are we filling empty rooms, we're putting fantastic customers in the hotels for them. And this is some of the stats on what we do. So if you look at how we inspire, and our mission is to inspire our customers and our clients through exceptional experience. And this harks back to that 91% stat. So not only are 91% of our customers not going to book the hotel till we told them about it, but 67% of our customers weren't even planning on going to the destination till we told them about it. So we genuinely change consumer behaviour. So not only that, we actually inspire more demand. So previously, I use my parents as a great example, who till a few years ago had never ever been to a 5-star hotel, now go to our hotels a couple of times a year. The reason being is we've reduced the cost of luxury travel. So 70% of our customers travel more frequently as a result of luxury escapes. And we see many of our customers string together multiple packages in the one bigger trip. Hopefully this... Ooh. Can we get this working, that video? I'll tell you guys. Shaking your head. It's not working. Is that yes, it will work or not? Won't work? Won't work. Ah. That was a great video. So what that video was our TV show called Luxury Escapes TV. We showed on 7 Network late last year, early this year. Now the top rating travel show in Australia. Fantastic music, would have been great, exactly like Mike Sneesby's stuff, but sadly, technical error. In terms of what we do, this goes back to the problem we solve for our vendors. We work with literally the best hotel brands in the world. There aren't many companies that do what we do globally, but nobody does it to the extent we do it with our brand. So if you look at some of the brands we work with, Park Hyatt, One and Only, Peppers, list goes on. And a lot of these brands, and we have 4 Seasons on the site at the moment, a lot of these brands don't work with any flash players, literally globally. That's including out of the US and Europe. So we're really proud of the brands we've been able to work with and the partnerships we've built over the past 4 years. In terms of customer satisfaction, one of the key things we've always focused on as a business is how do we make our customers happy. And there's a lot of risk in terms of so we don't whilst we procure the product, we don't deliver the product. So we have to rely on our partners to deliver a really great service to our customers. But at the same time, we need to be on hand to make sure if something goes wrong, we can fix it. So we've got the ability to respond to a customer usually within a couple of hours. So if there's a problem at a hotel, we can usually get it solved within 2 to 3 hours, be on the phone to a GM and have a customer upgraded or moved if need be. We spend a lot of time engaging with our customers both before they travel and after they travel. And that's reflected in 80% of our customers saying they'd refer Luxury Escapes to friends and family. Had more than 1,000 customers spent more than $10,000 with us last year. In terms of customer satisfaction, NPS is 74, which I know Adam said he has 92, but in terms of a travel site, the next highest travel site we could find was Marriott, which has in the 60s, obviously a hotel brand, and then the highest e-commerce site we could find was TripAdvisor with about 32, and we haven't seen anybody above 30 in the travel space. So our NPS 74 is truly market leading globally, and Product Review and FIFO back that up. Our success is reflected in some pretty significant revenue growth for our travel business, from a virtually standing start in 2012 to pretty significant growth in the last 3 years of a higher base. And just running through some key themes, as we talked about, we want to provide the world's best travel content and provide the world's best customer service to our member base, which is now more than 1.4 million in travel alone. At the same time, we want to own the conversation with our customers and provide truly outstanding content and drive the best possible demand for our hotel partners. And that concludes my presentation. Thanks, guys.